very confident, says he's going to knock you out in the 9th round.
Yeah, man. He's a dumbass, and so it's going to be apparent on Saturday when he's the one that gets knocked out. I mean, genuinely, fighters always say this. There's the back and forth, but Piers, I'm being so honest, man. This guy is easy work.
Warm up.
Some
I know
8-year-olds. I got the 8-year-olds in there.
If I find out anything, I'm gonna beat your ass and I'm gonna beat Jadon Love.
I mean, which is nothing wrong with it. You know what I mean? Especially Tank been talking about retiring, so why not get the bag and then go about your business if that's your plan?
Gervonta Davis and Jake Paul sit across from Piers Morgan, locked in a tense face-to-face that feels more like a silent duel than an interview. Jake admits Tank is the most experienced and dangerous fighter he's ever faced, a massive leap from anyone he's gone up against before. But while Jake speaks with the edge of a man stepping into the unknown, Gervonta barely flinches. Calm, collected, and coldly confident, he promises fans that the version of himself stepping into the ring on fight night will be sharper, stronger, and far more ruthless than anyone's ever seen.
Sharper, just my focus gotta be blazing that night. Just me and him in that ring. All in all, be better.
I saw 8 to 10 rounds is what you thinking, and I also I think I saw 6 rounds. Is what you thinking? I could be wrong.
7 or 8.
7, yeah, it's right around there.
Yeah,
how you pick that number? Like, how do you pick what round it's gonna be?
First, his skills, the moment.
Yeah.
I don't know how durable he is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just don't know just yet. But I know if I could get him where I want him.
Yeah.
That's how long it's gonna take.
Yeah.
To be a good beating.
Do you understand the magnitude of this fight? Do you understand how important this fight is to the boxing game, to the sport?
I think I do, but I don't think that he knows. I've been in big fights, but it wasn't nothing like this.
Yeah.
Jake Paul tells Piers Morgan with unshakable confidence that all the talk will end once fight night arrives on Saturday, November 15th. He says every prediction, every debate, every doubt will fade the moment the bell rings. For Jake, words mean nothing compared to what happens under the lights. His performance will speak for itself and prove who truly deserves the win. But beneath his conviction lies a bigger truth about boxing today. The sport has evolved. What was once built purely on skill and legacy has now become a global spectacle powered by attention, fame, and the ability to capture the world's gaze.
Says he's going to knock you out in the 9th round.
Yeah, man. He's a dumbass, and so it's going to be apparent on Saturday when he's the one that gets knocked out. I mean, genuinely, fighters always say this. There's the back and forth, but Piers, I'm being so honest, man. This guy is easy work.
Emiliano Vargas believes Jake Paul was the first to truly understand the shift that changed boxing forever. While others spent years climbing through amateur circuits and chasing Olympic dreams, Jake built his empire through an audience, turning social media power into prize-fighting gold. He rewired the game, proving that attention could be just as valuable as titles. Now younger fans follow storylines, drama, and trash talk more than they do belts or rankings. Vargas admits it's exciting, but also bittersweet. Fighters who've dedicated their lives to perfecting the craft now find themselves overshadowed by those who go viral overnight. He warns that while this new era may be louder and flashier, the soul of boxing, the discipline, the honor, and the respect earned through sweat and sacrifice must never be forgotten.
To me, non-basketball terms is such a funny internet game, but explain this to me like a third grader. What is an exhibition fight?
I don't even know, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. All I know is that Jake is making, God damn.
But when they say it,
God bless Jake, bro, because this is what he figured out. He figured out this. He figured out boxing is all about attention.
100%.
And he went from Disney to, getting paid. What I told you, world champions that have dedicated their whole life to this sport, they will never get paid. Not even a percentage of what he's making.
Yeah.
But because attention brings dollars. It doesn't matter if it's a podcast, if it's a movie, premiere, if it's boxing, if there's no attention on it, you're not going to make no money from it.
This is like the WNBA conversation. That's
For
why
sure.
they don't make the money, because they don't have the attention.
No, for sure. I was at the WNBA yesterday, and that shit was lit, bro.
It was lit?
I was chopping it up with Floyd was there.
It was good.
People they won by like I think 1 or 2 points, but I was standing up and I was jumping. You know, it was the finals though.
Yeah,
it's the finals. So, all that aside, I just feel like Gervonta could crack though, bro.
Oh, of
Gervonta
course.
could crack. I mean,
So this is what I want.
He's sparred light heavyweights and heavyweights before. Like this ain't nothing new.
Even taller guys,
for sure.
Yeah. So what I really want to ask you in regards to that fight is like, obviously, someone like Gervonta is not in his mind. He's not going to go out there and look stupid, no matter how it goes.
Right? No, he's not.
But that's what when I see it's an exhibition fight, I'm like, what does that mean?
And you can still get knocked out. You know, I feel like that means there's not going to be no winner.
No effect on the record.
Yeah, that's exactly what it means. But you could get knocked out.
So you don't think, because like, you know, the beef now is like, this shit's the WWE. That's what people say about boxing.
I mean,
like, you're completely right about Jake and what he's done. It's insane.
Yeah.
But he'll get the WWE. Oh, this is just like, what is this? Do you see it that way?
God bless him, bro. God bless. Hey, call my fights WWE fights, whatever you want to call it. If I'm getting paid $80-100 million, I mean, come on, bro. And look, the thing is, every single person that is commenting that, if they brought $100 million check in front of you,
I'm fighting.
From Garrett's perspective, the clash between a seasoned champion like Gervonta Davis and a YouTuber-turned boxer like Jake Paul is something that would have been unthinkable not long ago. He calls it a spectacle, not because either man lacks ability, but because the very idea challenges boxing's sacred traditions. Jake has made a career out of turning chaos into currency, mastering the art of stirring headlines and pulling in crowds, whether they cheer or jeer. To Gareth, that's exactly why this fight exists. It's proof that attention itself has become a form of power. While purists cringe at what they see as the sport's dilution, others embrace it as evolution, a new era where unpredictability sells and entertainment rules. One thing's for sure, love him or hate him, Jake Paul's influence can no longer be ignored.
Marry up all this.
Well, there's an end game and a bookend to what Jake Paul's doing, and I think he's getting very close to the bone with this one because it doesn't really work. It's the biggest freak show so far. Like you say, Gervonta is not in everybody's list, but he's there or thereabouts in the pound for pound list. I mean, since the Lamont Roach fight, people have been down on him a little bit more. You know, a lot of people feel he might have lost that fight, you know. Obviously his troubles and travails away from the ring have meant that, you know, people are starting to question at 33 now, is he?
No, I don't even think he's that.
31.
I think he's 31 max, 31. Yeah.
But they're beginning to question his validity.
But yeah. Go on.
31, yeah? 30. Okay. Yeah. They're beginning to question, or I don't we all are, but people are in general beginning to, pundits, but some fans are beginning to question his validity in that top 10 pound for pound list. I think he belongs there myself, or just outside it. Certainly in the top 15, no question. Maybe top 13. I think I've got him. I think I had him at 11 or 12, but I might have done a list on Saturday night. And obviously we won't see him in the ring with Shakur Stevenson. It's the big fight. Or even in Naoya Inoue at some point, which is a fantasy matchup that I remember dreaming about around the same time I was dreaming about Terence Crawford and Saul Canelo Alvarez a couple of years ago.
Mm-hmm. Coach Reg steps in to defend Gervonta Davis, reminding everyone that Tank's success didn't just appear overnight. It was built through years of grit, sacrifice, and pure talent. He climbed weight divisions, faced dangerous contenders, and earned global respect with knockout power and precision. Reg argues that once a fighter reaches Tank's level, every move gets judged under a microscope. Critics say he's chasing money, but Reg insists he's earned that right. Boxing isn't a lifelong guarantee. It's a brutal business where one bad night can erase everything. After surviving the grind of endless training camps, risky fights, and mental pressure, Tank deserves the freedom to secure his future. To Reg, Davis still embodies the soul of real boxing, discipline, courage, and hunger for greatness. He's not ducking challenges. He's choosing battles that give both reward and legacy. Fans see dominance. Haters see greed. But as Reg puts it, that's just the price of greatness.
You know what I mean? Especially Tank been talking about retiring, so why not get the bag and then go about your business if that's your plan? I mean, if that's your plan to retire, then go get the bag and go about your business. You ain't doing nothing wrong. I'm not against it.
You got some people that are very critical, Tank. Does it make sense depending on what you're in boxing for? Because you got some people that want to fight the best. You got some people that want the accolades, the belts, the undisputed. And you got some people that just came in this game like, look, I'm trying to get my family out of poverty and give us generational wealth. Does it all depend on what you decided to box for?
Well, Tank accomplished a lot at a young age. You know what I mean? He accomplished a lot at a young age. So I wouldn't be mad if he took the bag and went about his business and never fought again. You know what I mean? Plus, look at some of the things that he's going through. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of that can affect you as well. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're trying to be in this game. So I think, get the bag and go. That's your plan. Get the bag and go.
For me, of course, I wanted to see him fight Shakur. I wanted to see him fight Devin.
Yeah, we all wanted to see him fight.
At press conferences, Gervonta Davis barely speaks. He listens, observes, and waits for the right moment to respond. That silence builds pressure, a kind of quiet storm that leaves everyone guessing what's going on in his head. Analysts like Mannix and Mora noted how that calm, almost predatory energy adds intensity to the entire buildup. Jake Paul, on the other hand, plays the showman, loud, expressive, and built for the spotlight. Tank doesn't need theatrics. His presence does the talking. Together, they embody two different worlds colliding. One born from digital fame, the other forged through sweat, survival, and real boxing. When they sit side by side, even their posture tells the story. The entertainer versus the assassin, the new school versus the old.
It was lame. And even though Jake Paul tried to egg him on and try to goad Gervonta Davis on, he's dealing with somebody that is not a quick-witted, thinker. He's not a quick-witted speaker. Tank Davis is explosive in the ring. He's fast and powerful in the ring. He's charismatic inside the ring when he's punching. But when you put a microphone in front of him, he's not articulate. He doesn't know how to quickly respond to people. He stutters a lot. He does more stuttering than talking. So Gervonta Davis in front of a microphone is not going to sell. So Tank Davis shouldn't be put in a podium like that. He should have speakers for him. He should have someone talking for him. He should have a mouthpiece. Tank Davis is not going to sell this fight. And Jake Paul knows it. That's the reason he kept throwing jabs at him. He tried to get Tank out of his shell. Tank's not quick verbally enough. He's not quick-witted. He's not quick with the tongue. So in order for him to sell this fight, he's going to have an adversary that can spit something back. Like, for instance, Chavez Jr., he didn't have that quick-witted response, but he had the backing. He had the loyal following. And Chavez Jr., like many Mexicans, don't need to speak because they do all their fighting in the ring, and people know that. Tank Davis, I don't know, man. He didn't look good in his last fight. He's not fighting the killers in his division. People are getting off that Tank train, and we know that he's had his issues outside the ring. The love's not there anymore. Tank Davis is losing a lot of passion, a lot of followers, and people aren't buying this circus that Jake Paul's trying to sell. And I'm glad that people are getting off this train. The commission in Georgia got off this damn train. That's why they had to move this fight to Florida, where anything could happen.
Different people see Tank's calm in completely different lights. Some fans think he looks bored, maybe even uninterested in facing Jake Paul. They point to his short answers, steady posture, and unbothered vibe as proof that he doesn't take this fight seriously. But others see something entirely different, a man locked in, laser-focused, and quietly processing every detail. Gervonta Davis has always been the type to study in silence and strike with precision. Boxing's history books are filled with fighters who spoke little, but let their gloves tell the story. Maybe Tank's calm isn't disinterest, it's discipline. Maybe he just refuses to turn this into a circus. Because, in his world, the only place that really counts is the ring. And when the punches start landing, that's when we'll find out whether his silence came from boredom or unshakable confidence.
Jake Paul legitimately cooked Gervonta Davis in that press conference, and I really don't know how to feel about that. And to be honest with you, I still don't understand how boxing even allowed this to be made. Like, I don't. Like, dog, this is not an overstatement. Like, literally one of the core pillars holding up boxing is this literal, fake superiority complex that they have over literally every other combat sport. Despite literally being the least effective main combat sport there is. Brother, kickboxing, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, wrestling. Brother, I put judo over I put boxing. In terms of practicality of combat, oh yeah, 100%. Brother, if Jake Paul makes it competitive against Gervonta Davis, I'm looking at this like, brother. Oh, well, weight difference, brother. Gervonta Davis has been training his entire life. I'm sorry, bro. It's bad enough that the fact that if this was under any other combat sport, this would literally be like one of the most one-sided matchups of all time. And it wouldn't be in favor of Davis. No, dog, if you did this under an MMA rule set, oh my gosh, bro, Paul cooks Gervonta. It's not close at all. Like, round one finish level. Like, understand this, Gervonta Davis versus Jake Paul is taking place in literally the only combat sport where Davis should win. I'm still shocked that they allowed it to be made. Because, there's no upside. If Jake Paul beats Gervonta Davis, now we're kind of looking like, wait a minute. What? Like, brother, don't forget, I still think it's a horrible look that Tyson Fury couldn't finish Francis Ngannou. That is so bad. Well, Francis Ngannou's a great boxer. Francis Ngannou, no joke, is one of the worst boxers to ever be in the UFC. He just has absurd power. Now, look at the technique of Francis Ngannou. It's not that good. It's carried by power. Like, going into I'm hyped, but it's also, I'm looking at this like, bro, Gervonta has to finish, bro.